Hi Kim, my name's Simon from Little Big Marketing San Diego. You spoke to my brother Mark, I believe, yesterday about having this free custom video sent over to you that's going to show you a little bit about the opportunity of using a service called SEO, but also then a little bit about how SEO is performed using your competitors in your own market as a roadmap to get to the top of Google organic. So first of all, I want to start by showing you the opportunity. And what I've done here is I see that you do both indoor and outdoor renovation projects. So I've gone ahead and searched the term kitchen remodelers San Diego CA, which is a what's called a keyword, which is just anything someone types into Google looking for your or a specific product or service. And in this case, kitchen remodelers in San Diego for local business. So as I go down this page, I'm just going to explain a few things as I go before I get to the competitor, the top competitor, that I'm going to show you what they're getting in terms of traffic through their website and potential jobs they're landing from that. So first of all, I like to run SEO campaigns, which SEO is when you rank a website on Google and the Google My Business, usually for local business. So I like to use those in conjunction with paid ads, because paid ads get you jobs up front, or short-term leads up front to start increasing your revenue. But then as the SEO takes over, SEO is a long-term game that starts to build your brand online and generate long-term exponential growth. So Google guaranteed ads here, if you aren't familiar with these are actually pay per lead, not pay per click like these adverts down here. These are pay per click advertising, and this is Google guaranteed advertising. So they're a slight difference. This one, if you get a phone call, you only pay for that phone call or form submission on your website, whatever it is you're looking for. Maybe it's a text message lead. It's totally up to you. But down here, you'll pay every time someone clicks on the ad, and then it's up to you to get them to call or submit that form submission or text message, whatever it is again you want. So they're just slightly different, but we use both of these just so you're aware of that. Okay, Google My Business. This is what we call the map pack, the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you're familiar with Google Business. If you haven't got one, you should have one. And then as we scroll down here, we have people also ask into this is called the organic search results of Google. So I've taken a look at San Diego kitchen renovation just to show you the kind of traffic that they're getting. And you'll see here I've skipped the Yelps and the Houses and all of those companies, because Google actually favors local business once you show them that you're worth showing at the top of Google by performing SEO. Okay, so this is the San Diego kitchen renovation site here, and what I've done is I've put their URL, San Diego kitchen renovation, into a tool we use called Ahrefs. And this tool basically shows us what they're doing in terms of SEO to their website to rank, but also some of the pros of performing SEO. So organic traffic is how many clicks they're getting every month on an average, and it is a rolling average, and it is an estimate from this program. Normally, this program shows a lot less than the traffic they're getting in reality. However, 744 clicks. If they were getting somewhere around that 740 click mark, and they were only closing 10% of those jobs, because I say that because not every click that goes to their website is going to turn into a lead, but if they're closing sort of 5 to 10% of this overall number, they're closing 50 to 70 more jobs per month if they're getting this every single month. So that's why SEO is so lucrative, and you can also stack this traffic. You go after different keywords. This was just kitchen remodelers San Diego CA, but of course there's going to be San Diego kitchen remodelers or kitchen renovation. And there's lots of different keywords with people searching them every single month, and we get you to the top of Google for each one, and this traffic just continues to increase as you rank for more keywords. Okay, so to get to these sorts of numbers, and again, this isn't a huge number, but it's a start. To get to these sort of numbers, what we want to do is focus on three main things: content, backlinks, and citations. Now, I'm going to explain them as I go, but number one, I'm starting with content, and what I'm referring to is words and images on your homepage. Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on a homepage, which allows Google to know that you're an expert in the area or an expert in the topic of home remodeling. So if your top competitor has 1,500 words and they're talking about remodeling and how good they are and why people should choose them, and you don't, you'll never be shown above that other business because Google wants to show users the information that they're looking for. So that's an extremely important part. It doesn't look like you quite have 1,500 words on here, which is the sweet spot, between 1,500 and 2,000. But you do have quite a lot of images. I'm just scrolling back and forth a little bit to sort of wrap my head around how your site works. You've got quite a few images. A lot of them do look like they're professional images, which are actually less valuable to Google than real images taken off your mobile phone. Mobile phone images actually have data that comes with them. All images have some kind of data, but mobile phones embed location data on the image, and Google can read that and see that it was taken in your target market, in your target service area, and begins to trust your business more and more. There's a lot of fake businesses online, so Google likes to see real images, and mobile phone images are the best. Okay, so that's content number one. And if we go ahead and look at your top competitor to see what you would need to do in order to beat these guys, we can see they've got maybe a little bit more content than you in terms of words. They've got quite a lot of images. I don't think there's quite 1,500 words there. So straight away, if you were able to go and put more content, more words and more images on your homepage, straight away you're going to be beating these guys out on tip number one. Number two is backlinks. Now, a backlink is anywhere one website refers to another via a clickable link. So this tool I use called Ahrefs is going to point this out for us. And you can see here that you currently have 458 backlinks coming from 206 referring domains. Now, a referring domain is just where that backlink comes from, where that link comes from, the website that links to yours. Okay, now these are important because they act like endorsements to Google, and it is almost like a popularity contest, but not all of these links are created equal, okay? When I say a popularity contest, the more links you have pointing at you, the more popular you become to Google, essentially, okay? But they aren't created equal, and I can see here it looks like you had a bit of a spike towards the end of last year, and I want to show you something to be careful of. I'm not sure if this is you guys doing your own SEO or if someone is doing this for you, but these are, what I'm looking at here is the referring domains or the websites that are referring to your website, okay? And I want to show you, as I scroll down here, I can see every single one, or just about every single one. And a lot of these are what I tend to call bullshit links, okay? I see this from a lot of SEO companies that don't know how to apply SEO correctly, and or business owners that are doing it themselves. So just be careful of this if this is you. These websites here, SEO Rack Sand Times, makes no sense. Keyword Basket. What else have we got? We've got kind of random ones. Emma Pulse Plus 3. These aren't relevant to your industry. Ethiopian News Today, not relevant to your industry. You get the idea. And if I click through these, there's more and more. Chicago Headlines. So someone's buying cheap, shitty press releases, and unfortunately that it might help you in the short term rank for a little while, but not for very long. Your News Digest, you just got tons of these shitty press releases pointing back to your website. They're not going to be adding much value, and chances are that over time you can get penalized for this. Just a heads up. Okay, a lot of random links on here, and if I go to look at the really poor links, we've got land, like these ones here. You want to start, some of these you would want to start removing from your site. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, so and a lot of other SEO tech's opinion. So they're the current backlinks that you have. But what I want to show you is we saw this ranking competitor who has a lot of backlinks, 3,580 or around that mark, from 285 referring domains. Okay, so if we click on to the referring domains that this guy has here, we're going to see a lot more that are home guide, anything to do with home remodeling, home design, home improvement, because it is your industry, that's going to be relevant. Easy Local, New Star Localies, these are what's called directories, and they're like Yelp, Home Advisor, Triple B, Angie's List, Expertise, all of those different directories, they add value, plus social medias add value. This is another directory, and as you go down this list, Since this guy is already ranking, I'm going to use these links and I'm going to get all the same links that this guy has and then more. Okay, and if you've then also got the content and what I'm about to talk about next, the citations, which are similar to these links, but I'll explain in a second. If you've got the content and then the backlinks, you're going to start outranking this person. Okay, so it's as simple as that. We get these links and more of the quality links. Okay, the relevant links, I should say. Okay, now citations help us rank your Google My Business. And a Google My Business, they're extremely lucrative for local businesses because they generate hot leads. People tend to trust Google. They can see social proof as soon as they see the listing. So the calls that come from GMB listings tend to close quite quickly, as well as close most often or most frequently. So these are extremely lucrative. Now to get into these, generally speaking, we need more citations than the people that are already in the map pack. And a citation is just anywhere your business name, number, and address are listed on the web, anywhere at all, commonly used in things like Yelp, directories, Home Advisor, Angie's List, because you do have to have your business name, number, and address, or Facebook, social media accounts, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Yelp, Reddit, any of those different social media accounts also help you build your online presence. And that's essentially what we're looking for here. Building out more and more and more and more online accounts to make your brand stand out amongst these other brands. So that's typically what we do in SEO. There are more factors to it, but this is something that you can do yourself, as I said. But just be careful of the links that you are getting if you are doing that. They don't all add value, and some will actually be a detriment to your SEO. So just be careful. So with that, I hope that you learned something and that this helps potentially either choose someone to work with in the future, or if you are implementing your own SEO, you can take a look at this. Feel free to reach out and ask any more questions. I'm always happy to help. Again, my name is Simon. My company is Little Big Marketing San Diego, and I hope to hear from you. Thanks.